Karen called the cops on my security fence. She didn't know I run Homeland Security Access. Some people walk into your life like they own it. Others try to control it with a clipboard and a fake badge. My name is Daryl Knox, 47, former military intelligence, now head of physical security for a federal cybersecurity agency. My day job involves designing perimeter protection systems for embassies and labs. But my home, my sanctuary, is a ranch-style house at the edge of Fairhaven Ridge, a quiet neighborhood that's gotten a lot less quiet ever since Karen Logan decided she was the queen of everything with a picket fence. When my wife and I moved in, I installed a low-voltage electric perimeter gate, not because I'm paranoid, but because we travel a lot and I don't trust random door-to-door types. The system is up to code, clearly marked with two warning signs: solar backup and remote entry. No one had an issue until Karen showed up. Karen ran the Fairhaven Beautification Committee, which sounds innocent until you realize she used it to enforce a rogue set of rules she printed herself. She started small complaints about trash bins, passive-aggressive notes about lawn edges. Surveys slipped into mailboxes that felt more like interrogations. But her real obsession: my fence, it's militarized. She snapped one afternoon, "It intimidates children." "Children shouldn't be on my property," I said. That didn't go over well. A week later, I came home to flashing lights. Two squad cars, Karen on the sidewalk with her dog in one hand and a binder in the other. A crowd had gathered. "This is the house," she told the officers, pointing like she was unveiling a villain's lair. "That fence is electrified. It's dangerous. Illegal. I demand immediate removal." I stepped out of my car, coffee in hand. One officer turned toward me. "Sir, are you the homeowner?" "I am." "We've had a report of an unregulated electric barrier." "It's not unregulated," I interrupted. "It's Class 1, low voltage, under 12 volts within local residential codes, and it's not active unless triggered remotely. It's fully documented." The second officer blinked. "You sound familiar?" I pulled out my ID. It wasn't my driver's license. It was my badge: Director of Site Security, Federal Infrastructure Protection Division. The first officer's eyebrows shot up. Karen's face paled. "You wait. You're law enforcement." "No, Karen," I said, stepping closer. "I train law enforcement. I design the security systems they use. The one around my house, same kind used at federal courthouses." "You're lucky I kept it gentle," Karen stuttered. This is a neighborhood. It's not a fortress." "No, it's a place where people have a right to feel safe without being stalked and harassed by someone with a fake title and a grudge." By now, more neighbors had come out. Cameras rolled. A teen live-streamed the whole thing on TikTok. I explained to the officers how Karen had been trespassing, photographing the property, peering over fences, even attempting to inspect the wiring with her dog sniffing along the edge. The officer sighed. "We're very sorry for the confusion. Everything checks out on our end. She didn't mention you were a federal security official because she assumed I wasn't." I said. Karen's lips trembled. "You're dismissed," the officer told her. But it didn't stop there. That night I posted the footage from my gate cam. No commentary, just raw footage of Karen yelling the cops arriving and me calmly dismantling her argument with a badge and 3 sentences. It went viral. People in the neighborhood who had been too scared to speak up finally did. She'd harassed an immigrant family for having solar panels too bright, accused a gay couple of operating a business because they hosted book clubs, told a black teenager his basketball hoop disrupted the visual harmony. The backlash was swift. The HOA board, real this time, called a special vote. Karen was stripped of her role. Her fake patrol initiative disbanded. The city attorney's office sent her a warning for impersonating municipal authority. And the final blow. One of my security contracts included a government program for local police departments. I invited both responding officers to tour our training facility. They both shook my hand like I'd saved them from a lawsuit. Karen moved out 6 weeks later. Her house sold below market value. I never touched my fence again. And now every time someone new moves in, they get a welcome packet from me. It includes HOA bylaws, city codes, and my card. Because order isn't about control, it's about respect. And Karen, she learned the hard way, power doesn't come from barking orders. It comes from knowing exactly where your authority begins and ends. The end, on. The end.